The small brown puppy sat trembling in the corner of the vast metal chamber. His name was Spot, and he had no idea how he had ended up here, aboard the massive intergalactic vessel belonging to the Vex Confederation. One moment he had been chasing butterflies in Tom's backyard, and the next a strange light had enveloped him. Commander Trill examined the creature through 6 narrowed eyes. Standing nearly 7 feet tall with blue-tinted skin that glistened under the ship's lighting, he motioned to his subordinates. "This is what they keep as companions," Trill scoffed, his translator converting his series of clicks and chirps into universal standard. No wonder humans remain confined to their solar system. Their choice in allies is as primitive as their technology. Lieutenant Mork, a slender alien with 4 arms and gray skin, leaned closer to the puppy. "It appears harmless enough. Perhaps it serves some ceremonial purpose," Spot whimpered, curling into a tighter ball, his big brown eyes darting between the towering figures surrounding him. His collar tag jingled slightly with each nervous tremble. "Scan it again," ordered Trill. "There must be some tactical advantage. We're missing. The humans wouldn't waste resources caring for such a useless creature." The science officer, Plex, waved a device over Spot. "Nothing unusual, Commander. Basic carbon-based life form. Underdeveloped cognitive abilities. No apparent defensive mechanisms besides..." She paused as Spot let out a tiny bark. "Besides that noise." The gathered aliens erupted in what approximated laughter in their species. A series of rapid-fire, clicking sounds that echoed through the metal chamber. "Perhaps it's a food source," suggested another officer named Drim. "Though there's hardly enough meat on it to justify the resources needed for care." Trill prodded Spot with a long, slender appendage. "Show us your purpose, Earth creature." Spot sniffed the appendage and then licked it cautiously. Trill recoiled in disgust. "It secretes some kind of adhesive substance. Decontamination protocols. Immediately." As the aliens continued their mockery, none noticed the blinking light on one of their monitoring stations. None except for Officer Vin, the youngest and lowest-ranking member of the crew. "Commander," Vin interrupted hesitantly. "There's an unidentified craft approaching. It doesn't match any known signature in our database." Trill dismissed the concern with a wave. "Impossible. We're cloaked and outside their detection range." "Nevertheless," Vin insisted, "it's heading directly toward us." The main view screen activated, revealing a small, sleek vessel of unfamiliar design. It was dwarfed by the Vex ship, appearing no more threatening than a splinter beside a tree. "Scan it," Trill ordered, annoyed at the interruption of his study. Plex worked at her console. "Single occupant, human, minimal weapons signature. No, threat assessment necessary." Spot's ears perked up. His tail began to wag tentatively. "Open communications," Trill commanded, curious about this foolhardy human who dared approach their ship alone. "Perhaps we can add to our collection of Earth specimens." The view screen flickered, revealing a human male, unremarkable by any standard. Average height, brown hair, wearing what appeared to be simple civilian clothing. Nothing about him suggested military training or exceptional abilities. "This is Tom Walker," the human said calmly. "You have my dog. I want him back." The alien crew exchanged puzzled glances before erupting into more clicking laughter. "You've traveled alone into Vex territory for this creature?" Trill asked incredulously. "Your species truly is irrational." Tom's expression remained unchanged. "I'm not here to discuss rationality. I'm here for Spot. Release him and I'll be on my way." "Or what?" challenged Trill, amused by the human's audacity. "Your vessel has no significant weapons. Our shields could withstand anything you possess." "I was hoping we could handle this civilly," Tom replied, his voice taking on a harder edge. "But since you ask, check your systems." Suddenly, alarms blared throughout the Vex ship. Mork frantically worked at his console. "Commander, something's infiltrated our network. Shields are failing, weapon systems offline, life support compromised." Trill whirled around. "Impossible!" "How?" "While you were busy mocking my dog," Tom explained. "You failed to notice the quantum entanglement device on his collar. It's been synchronizing with your system since the moment you brought him aboard." Spot's collar tag blinked once, as if on cue. Humans are not confined to our solar system by technological limitations, Tom continued. We choose to remain there because the last time we ventured beyond, we encountered species like yours, species that mistake kindness for weakness. What do you want? Trill demanded, his previous arrogance evaporating. As I said, just Spot. Though I should warn you, the Intergalactic Treaty of Non-Interference specifically prohibits the unauthorized collection of companion animals. Section 7, paragraph 12. The bridge fell silent. There's no such treaty, Plex finally said. Tom smiled slightly. Isn't there? Are you certain enough to risk intergalactic incident over it? Besides, do you really want to find out what else that caller can do? Minutes later, Tom's ship departed with Spot safely aboard. The relieved puppy jumped excitedly around the small cabin, licking his human's face in greeting. Good boy, Tom said, scratching behind Spot's ears. Very good boy. Back on the Vex ship, Commander Trill stood rigidly as his superiors berated him via holographic communication. The humans have monitoring devices on all their companion animals, he reported stiffly, and apparently treaties we were never informed of. After the transmission ended, Trill turned to his crew.
Effective immediately, all Earth creatures are to be classified as potential threat vectors, especially, he shuddered slightly, the small ones they call puppies. Light years away, as Tom and Spot headed home, the unassuming human activated
his communication device. Diplomatic Corps, this is Agent Walker, the bluff worked. Recommend updating intelligence files. The Vex are now under the impression that Earth pets are sophisticated surveillance technology. Spot, oblivious to his role in interstellar relations, simply curled up in his human's lap and fell asleep, his ordinary dog tag jingling softly with each breath.